like back heavy, top heavy, any of that. It's fairly even weight. And it seems to be fairly steady. I'm not sure if the line weight is just dictated by how I dip the pen exactly, or any of that, but honestly, I think this is cool. It does come with a little sort of pamphlet thing, basic stuff like, hey, just use it for writing or drawing, keep the cap closed when you're not using it, don't use it if it's broken, that kind of thing. It does say that you can also sand the tip to just mess with the ink flow and how you would like it to write. I'm not going to do that with this. I did see some other listings for this pen that did include sandpaper within the package, but I don't believe that there is sandpaper in this one. I think it's just the pen, but let's check. Yeah, no. Looks like it's just the pen, but that is not all that I got in this order.